So this one I am super excited about. I know I say that every single time, but this time I actually mean it, because this one you don't see much of. You really don't. We're gonna spray a Megashift, also we're gonna be doing a flake with it, and we're gonna spray Spherical Gloss. Like, this one's getting the whole works. It's gonna look good during the day, it's gonna look good at night, it's gonna look under fluorescent lights, during sunlight. No matter what, this car is gonna look really good. I mean, to begin with, the paint job looks great. As soon as the customer pulled up, they drove, what, I think 2.5 hours from Orlando. And as soon as I pulled up, I'm like, wow, this paint job looks really good. Is it factory? A beautiful color? They said yes, it's a factory finish, and they really like the original paint job. They want to protect it and change the color. So what better thing to do than liquid wrap it? So first things first, we're going to clean it off. We're going to mask it. Let's get to work.
I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, got with the assist. I've been working since I was a kid. I just gotta keep my head up. Running, I'm never gonna let. I'll never feed the haters cause they fed up. They still trying to find a way to win. I just got that's when it all begins. I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, got with the assist. I've been working since I was a kid. I just gotta keep my head up. Running, I'm never gonna let. I'll never feed the haters cause they fed up. Yeah, I got them fed up for real. Riding around, but I'm the passenger now. Cause Jesus done took the wheel. What is it now? I know they all want the crown. It's heavy like 200 pounds. You in or you out, you better stop running your mouth. I got wings, ain't no shooting me down. Heaven sent, I'm a saint. Leave it all in the paint. In my bag on the way to the bank. If you chase, then you know your fate. Super size, we don't gotta aim. They see us coming on, what a flame. Caught a vibe with the gang. You know my name, you don't know my pain. They counting me out. Every second, you know who's in front, so I'm coming in second. They hit on my flows, but they use me as reference. God save my soul, cause he don't got a preference. I see these fools flying, they ain't safe. They doing the most right in front of my face. I know that we got it, we up like an addict. On the phone, we bought it, we know what it takes. They still trying to find a way to win. I just got that's when it all begins. I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, got with the assist. I've been working since I was a kid. I just gotta keep my head up. Running, I'm never gonna let. I'll never feed the haters cause they fed up.
All right, so check this out. A couple times in the comments, I'll see people asking, hey, what do you guys do about like the gaskets and the jambs, stuff like that? It is really case by case, but if you see here, there's like this rubberized gasket in between the door jamb. And it's like, oh, why not just take it off? I tried. There's a clip here, clip here, clip here. There's like a wire that goes around it, and there's like 2 brackets. I think I might have to like take the door off just to get the rubber gasket off. So no thanks. I'm gonna do a cheat code. I'm gonna put tire shine. We've done this 2 times, so this will be our 3rd time already. Spraying, essentially it's just an oil-based lubricant onto this gasket here, and then clean the edge really well. You're kind of playing with fire a little bit, because this will not be good if it gets on your base coat. And ensure that you fully get it off. I only want this on this rubber gasket. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. You don't need much, you really don't. And I'm gonna use rubbing alcohol. You can use a degreaser, you can use prep ball, you can, whatever, anything just to kind of really clean it off. But for this one, we'll use some rubbing alcohol. All right, so whenever I'm done spraying, we clear coat it, we do our thing, we unmask. What I'm gonna be able to do is I'm gonna be able to go in and just peel just that area with ease. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
If you vibe, gon' hit ya. People who ride with ya, get it live. Who can paint that picture? Ain't no way we losing inches. Climb them fences, get bruised up, got stitches. Bring them back to their senses. Know how the game go. Checks and payrolls remain the same. No forecast, Eli, baby. Time out, ride out. You can let them hate me. Getting love everywhere we go. Don't carry vendettas, doing everything better. Step into the scene and they stuck like leather. Groupies follow me for the green. Pause to proceed, but we never lost. Tryna be fake, tell me what it costs. Everything you touch, let's go back to dust. Hating cause you can't be like us, Lord.
Just want you to vibe with me. Touch the sky, come fly with me. Be
dance floor, then you gotta move your feet. People gon' stare, but I don't care. And I know it's only cause they know when we the best. Mic skills don't put me to the test. We don't got time for the rest. Y'all haters is a mess. Give me my props, thinking we gon' stop. All I got is love for those that's riding with me. All these models vibing with me. Say so, please don't max the case low. Rolling that dice at 7 would be nice. Text coming in, love to see, love to me. C to C, easily. Drop flows, I got goals, please spread the word. I'm kicking haters to the curb. Catching up, party in the tree. Doing it major league, yeah.
Just want you to vibe with me. Touch the sky, come fly with me. Be real, don't lie to me. Where it's going, I already know. Bringing it back. No, bringing it back. No.
All right, so the next morning, and I'm not too happy with it. This isn't one of those things where I'm just being too harsh on myself. I ended up having faulty equipment. Whenever I changed the regulator, I did all that. I cleaned the filters, I drained it, I checked everything. I feel like I checked everything. But when we were spraying, it was like 20 to 25 max PSI that was coming out of this gun. And this is just the base gun. Did the same with the clear coat, which left it that way. Very chunky. That's the only thing, like the only way I can like explain it. It's very chunky. And then my freaking gun was dripping, man. And it doesn't help that this is a flake project, so the flakes are popping through. You can see those as well. So definitely intended on flow coating this. Yeah, here's the chunky. Look at this. I was spraying at such a low PSI. It just made it like the droplets so big. This ain't normal. I'll show you what's normal. This is normal. I know it's got condensation on it, but I mean, look at that. That. Ooh, that's normal. Oh, I'm just enjoying this color. Mercury Megashift, man. I was on the Kia that we just did. Look at that green. Okay, all right. I wish the sun would just move just a little bit more that way so I can see this thing in the sunlight. Duh, I got my test hood. I can easily just put outside. All right, it's hard to capture on camera. It is. Oh, it's so bright though. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, I feel better. I feel better. It could be a little bit more flake, but I know this ain't showing up right on camera. I like the blue that's in it. Like, oh, it is definitely like a Jawbreaker candy. And this one, excuse the mess, this one was whenever I did my car in air wrap using the same thing, but I used a little bit more if I remember correctly than hi Bella, than I did on this one. Just a little bit, but this is good. Like right when the sun, oh yeah. I wish I added more flake on this. I really do. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but it just needs just more of cool. I already started sanding. I came in. I'm like, you know what? I just want to start sanding. And I paused and thought, let's record this and, you know, whatever. So right now I'm sanding with 800 grit, and then I'll come through with like maybe 1500 and do some of the edges and stuff. Then we'll clean it off. I may add a pearl into my clear coat. And I'm talking only like 1 or 2 grams max. I don't even know. I'm gonna test it. Maybe, we'll see. So I do want to fix this, but I want to address it as well. This isn't unfixable. It's kind of just the next step in the process anyways. So when we were spraying on the last freaking coat, mind you, the gun dripped in 2 spots, man. 2 spots. So we're going to end up sanding with about 800 grit. When sanding, to me, this is an aggressive grit sandpaper. I like to do it dry. Wet's fine, but I feel like it just slows things down. Dry is good, and stay away from the edges. Definitely stay away from the edges. This one doesn't have too sharp of a body line. Overall, it's fine, but definitely stay away from the edges. Save those for like 1500 grit versus 800 grit. So, all right, let's save this one. I mentioned it briefly in the video. We added pearls into the clear coat. Now, I'm not suggesting to do this every single time. Actually, I don't even, like right now we're just winging it. We put 3 grams in for about 28 ounces of clear coat. So I'm thankful that it didn't stripe on us. It did add a little bit of depth to it, a little bit more of a shift, so to speak. So I dig it, I really do. The tricky part is making sure that those pearls that you're adding flow with the color. Like say for an example, if I were to do like a green base, I would put like a gold pearl into it, and you don't need much. You really don't. So this one, I would give this one a 9 out of 10 on almost perfection. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I'm excited for the customer. They should be here in about another 20 minutes or so. They drove from Orlando, so I'm excited to see their response. We did a light gray base first, then we sprayed white over that, as you guys saw, and then we mixed our Megashift Pearl Nova Burst and one of our Megashift Flakes called DR20. We mixed them together, sprayed it over, cleared, sand, re-cleared, and now we're unmasked and delivered. So this thing is beautiful. Check it out.